All right, thanks a lot, Kent. Really fired up for our team. Proud of their effort and toughness that they displayed on the court tonight. Man, a great atmosphere. Well over 1,000 students came out. Great energy there in that end zone, and thankful for all the great fans that were here. Ole Miss has a terrific team. They're 15-1 for a reason. They've got great talent, play extremely hard. I thought in the second half, minus the free throw line, our defense was terrific. I think they were 32% from the floor. We were really concerned coming in. Ole Miss, one of the top three-point shooting teams in the country, over 40%, which you don't see very often. And hold them to 6 of 24, 25% there. Thought our offensive execution in the second half, minus a couple possessions there at the end of the game, where we made it more interesting than it needed to be, was just terrific. And I think you look at 5 of 8 from 3 in the second half, 55% from the floor. Guys did a great job making free throws.
Coach, you talked about it a little bit there, Ole Miss shooting the three as well as they did coming into tonight's game. Were you ever really comfortable there at the end?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last.
Were you ever really comfortable at the end knowing that they could go off with 2 minutes to play?
Oh, no, especially when we, missed a front end, missed a couple free throws, missed a layup. Of course not, especially with their ability to score it and shoot it from behind the arc. But I thought our guys, were able to maintain their composure enough. And then it got to 5 twice. And I have to look back and see who made the pass, but a huge three by Mike Williams in the corner to go to 8. And then Hunter Dean, the 2 free throws there to push it back up to a 3-possession game in the last minute. So, just thrilled with our effort defensively. I think a key stat was them only having 7 assists. And they have terrific one-on-one players, but I thought we made them take some pretty tough shots.
You mentioned those Ole Miss spurts back. They got it to 6, and then Jalen Cook went to the rim twice in a row, got the foul, and made his shots. What did you see from him there?
Yeah, I thought struggled in the first half, but you need your big-time players to step up in those moments. And I thought he was terrific there in the middle of the floor on the ball screens, got a big and one, got to the rim and finished. The stretch where Tyrell Ward shot it from 3 was just big time for us as well. And then, you just look at, Jordan's performance on the night. 27 points, only 16 shots to get him. 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 7 steals. It's a pretty impressive stat line, and I thought his impact on winning was terrific.
You've spoken about how you want fans in the student section to pack the PMAC. You even bought Whataburger with your own money. So how did it feel when you walked onto the court and what you felt tonight?
Well, we got a long way to go, but we're trying to build. And, our players have worked extremely hard to improve our team. We're such a better team today than we were back in the middle of December, and our players deserve all the credit. They really took advantage of the break from academics over Christmas to spend a lot of time not only in the gym working and in the weight room, film study, but starting to build a real team off the court. And so we've made a lot of strides there. And I think at the end of the day, when you're trying to build, fans respect hard work. They respect players that play with passion, that play unselfishly and together and give relentless effort out there on the floor. And our guys have been doing that. We got a long way to go, got to keep building it. But we're really thankful for the crowd tonight and their energy that they brought to the PMAC.
Can you just talk about the second half offense in particular? It just looked like you guys were really flowing really well there for a lot of that half and just building that lead up to 15 or 16 points. Just what was really working for you, I think, in that little stretch there?
Well, we wanted to obviously get off to a great start, and it's our ball to start the half. Will Baker sets a great screen. Jalen Reed hits Jordan for an open 3 there at the top of the key, and we were able to string some stops together. And I just thought we were able to create high-quality shots. We weren't turning the ball over in that stretch, which, in the first half, we had 9. Second half, we had a couple there late that we'd love to have back, but you finished the half. Really, when the game was on the line, I think we had 3 turnovers in that 17-minute stretch. And so I thought just overall the unselfishness, the screening, the physicality that we played with on the offensive end, and then ultimately guys got to make the shots and make the plays, and they certainly stepped up and did that.
Matt, you talked the other night about, excuse me, you talked the other night about how they kind of responded Saturday night after the loss. Could you see it in practice the last 2 days that they really kind of, were motivated by it?
Sheldon, I think this is really important. You don't ever want to have to call a timeout in a game with 11 and a half minutes to go and you're down by 28 points. It's a sick feeling. But your team can go one of 2 ways at that point. And you find out about your character and what you're about. And I thought the leadership from guys like Jordan Wright and Trey Hannibal in that second half at Auburn to get us back in that game and make it a single-digit game multiple times. Disappointed we weren't able to win. But I thought that was an important step for us as a team. I was encouraged by that, and I think the way our players came to practice Monday, we were able to build on that. And I thought we just had 2 really good days of practice. They were competitive, high energy. The guys were locked in to doing the things we needed to do defensively to give ourselves a chance tonight, and can't give our players enough credit for that.
Coach, right here. Just kind of bird's eye perspective, what does this win mean to you and the whole team?
Yeah, we want to know tonight. And as we always talk, it's 18 one-game seasons. The league is ridiculous, how good the teams are. So it's I think every win is important. I think someone asked me earlier, was it a must-win game? Every game's a must-win game. And so, I thought our players, the energy and effort they played with, the togetherness they played with, was a great step in the right direction for us. It's a big win over a top 25 team. They've earned that through the resume they've put together over the course of the season. And so now, A&M played yesterday, so they're a day ahead of us. We got to quickly turn the page and get ready Saturday at 3 o'clock. We need a great crowd, great atmosphere against a Texas A&M team that's proven to be one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, Coach, just the defensive identity y'all have been able to build in conference play so far. What's been the biggest step of progress? What's been the biggest improvement for y'all on that side of the ball?
I think defensive rebounding, limiting teams to 1 shot. I think defending the 3-point shot, and just overall the connectedness of the team. I think playing better team defense. We got beat off the bounce some tonight, clearly. I mean, really good players. You're not going to stop them the entire game. Got to defend without fouling. But I think those are some of the areas that really stand out to me.
Hey, Coach. I believe you're 5-2 now ever since Jalen Cook has started playing for you guys. What has he really brought to your team that you guys may not have had before?
I think it's helped our offensive spacing on the floor. We didn't quite get to a positive assist-to-turnover ratio, but through the first 10 games of the year, we weren't even close in assist-to-turnovers. And so we had, I think, the lowest assist rate of any team I'd been a part of. So I think it's just made the game easier for everybody. Our spacing's much improved. We're getting higher quality shots. And guys have executed at a high level. And I think Jalen has a lot to do with that, but it's everybody. It's the entire team and just a commitment they've made to keep getting better.
Let's take one more before we go to radio. Go ahead, Jim.
Last 2 games, Tyrell Ward off the bench has provided a spark. A guy that can do that and shoot the ball that well in spurts like that, what does that mean to you guys?
Well, it's been huge. I mean, we got off to a slow start shooting the ball our first 2 SEC games. Was thrilled to be at 2-0, but we were 9 of 40 from 3 in the first 2 games. And it's just hard to win doing that. So you saw him, on the catch and shoot threes, which has been great, but now in back-to-back games, he's hit a pull-up 3 off a ball screen. So I think we talked about Cook and having the point guard on the floor and the spacing. Everyone benefits. And just as Tyrell, as he continues to shoot it like that, it's going to open up driving lanes for him. It's going to open up driving lanes and scoring opportunities for everyone else as well. All right. Thanks so much. Saturday, 3 o'clock. Look forward to seeing everyone back here then. Thanks.